Continue. Hold on. Now, listen, is cost rate is 5%. If the price of the security were less than, if the price of the security were less than $100, you would have to spend on a similar risk alternative if you purchase this on $100, you should have hold on. Sorry, don't worry. Sorry. The price of security were less than $100, you should buy it. You should buy it, that is. You should buy it because its price would then be less than you should buy it because its price would then be less than the $100 you would have to spend on a similar risk alternative, end up with $127.63 after 5 years. All right. In general, present value of cash flow due n years in the future is the amount. General present value of a cash flow due n years in the future is the amount which if it were on hand today would grow to equal future since $100 since $100 is the present value, sorry, oh, my mistake. Since $100 would grow, my apologies, would grow to $127.63 in 5 years at a 5% interest rate. $100 is the present value of $127.63 due in 5 years. When the opportunity cost rate is 5%. So in general, the present value of cash flows due in years in the future is the amount which, if it were on hand today, would grow to equal the future amount. Since $100 would grow to $127.63 in 5 years at a 5% interest rate, 100 is the present value of what? $127.63 due in 5 years when the opportunity cost rate is 5%. Finding present values is called discounting. And it is the reverse of compounding. If you know the PV, you can compound to find the FV, while if you know the FV, you can discount to find the PV. When discounting, you you would follow these steps. All right, so what's it now? What is our timeline now? All right. Please draw this off me, please. Everybody finish?
Yes, sir.
Sash, you finish? Sash.
sir.
Ocean, the pan. Ocean. There. Ocean, finish. Got some more?
She
Shanti.
just answered, sir.
Ocean, a while ago?
Yeah.
Okay. Ocean. Sorry, I didn't did. You can move to the section where we do the calculations now, all right? So what do you now one situation where you divide where you do it by one, and then go from there. So I'm going to give you the formulas first, and then we look at it further afterwards, all right? Good. Here's spot. All right, let's look at it. To develop the discounting equation, we begin with the future value equation. And then, so the future value equation was what? FVN, this was a future value equation, right? FV subscript N equal PV. So this was a future value equation, as I said before. 1 plus I raised to the power of N, right? So next, now we're going to use some mathematical thing now. Next, we solve it for present value in several equivalent forms, right? These are the forms, no? Now, there are various ways you can do this, do present value. This is one way. So you have PV equal FVN, which is the number of years, right? Divided by 1 plus I raised to N. It says FV divided by 1 plus I raised to the power of N. That's one way, right? Now, if you use this way to calculate the present value, remember that our future value is what? 127.60, right? So if we, and at the end of what? 5 years. So if we want to calculate the present value now, what you do is you have equal 127.63 divided by 1 plus 0.05 raised to the 5th power. All right. And that would equal now to should be the sign, right? Equal now to $127 again, 127.63 divided by, so you have 1 point, so you have, so 1 plus, we're logging after the next 10 minutes, please. So you have, so 1 plus 0.05 would be give 1.05, right? Raised to the 5th power equal, so you have 127 again, 127.63 divided by, so 1.05 raised to the 5th power now is equal to 1.2763. Then you divide now 127.63 by 1.2763, and your answer is what? $100. So that is your present value. Present value of 127. This is how you find present value. This is one way. Method 2 now, or you could have something like this: FVN equal 1 divided by 1 plus I, all raised to the 5th power. Shoot, my mistake. It should be PV, my error. It should be PV. To put that in there. So FVN right there. So FVN. 1 divided by 1 plus I, always to the 5th power. Good. This now be equal to now. Should be again 127.63. Just so if in case you're doing it for the 5 years, so you do it. I'm going to show you a situation where you can do it for 1 year. Coming down, right? But don't worry. And so, but if you represent value for the period, so it would have been to be n that is. So you have 1 plus I raised to the power of n, right? So you have 1.663, then you have 1 divided by 1 plus I, so 1 plus 0.05 raised to the 5th power equal 127 again, 127.63. Now in this case, now, you can have now is you can have you're gonna end up above 1.0. So you add these to it 1.05, right? So you're gonna have 1 divided by 1.05. And that will give you 0.9524. Yeah, 0.9524 raised to the 5th power. All right, equal again that 127.63 times, this will be 0.9524 raised to the 5th power equal 0.7836. You multiply now 127.63 times 0.7836, and that gives you $100 as well. There's one way of doing it. The last way I show you is you use what? Financial tables. Or PV equal FVN open brackets PVIF I comma N. This is when you're using what? Financial tables. This is easy method to use, but if you don't remember, you don't know if you don't it is the easiest and best method to use in exams. Otherwise, using differential tables, right? Now, so first thing you do, you put in your figure, the FV. FV is what? $127. $127.60. You know, notice the FV is FV5 really. Future value of 5 years. And then now you're going to find the decimal equivalent for the PVIF now. So you will look at the present value interest for the table. You will look at 5%, 5 years. All right. Let's go. We're going to go to the table now. So you're going to look for the present value interest factor table. So go down further now. Down further. This now is a present value interest factor table. See it here? Present value interest factors. It says present value interest factors for $1 discounted at I% for what? N periods. All right. FV times PVIF IN. All right. So in this case now, you look for 5% as usual. And what? 5 years. For 5 period of 5. So 5% to 5 will give you what? 0.784. So we're going to replace whatever formula you have function, and this you have 0.784. So there, so you know you're gonna replace this formula with what? 0.784. Good. Then we'll multiply the 127.63 by 0.784 and you get $100. Here's Mod. Our Crystal, join them. Clear as mud or crystal clear? Join them. Clear as mud? All right, so I must add also that the last term in the last equation recognizes that the present value interest factor for I and N PVIF subscript I comma N is the shorthand for the formula in the brackets. All right. That's it for that. Please relog in, please. Take a quick snapshot, please, and relog in. Please and thank you very much. Try.